You smell that, Alex? That's the scent of a Saturday morning where the honeydew list hasn't quite caught up to the I want to make a mess list yet.
Specifically, it smells like sawdust and overpriced espresso. Welcome back to the Tiger Den, everyone. It's July 18th, 2026, and Tiger looks like he's already been wrestling with a belt sander this morning.
It was a hand plane, actually, and it won the first round. My forearms feel like they've been through a pasta maker. But we've got a massive day today. Everything from the corporate shadow government of power tools to how you can actually make a mortgage payment by selling charcuterie boards.
We're diving deep into the Daily Digest today. But first, let's talk about your gear addiction. I saw you refreshing a webpage earlier with an intensity usually reserved for oxygen. Wera?
The 2026 Advent Calendar Flash Driver. Where it teased it. Look, I know it sounds ridiculous to get excited about a calendar in July, but the ergonomics on this thing, it fits in the palm like it was molded by a sculptor who really understands hand cramps. It's that limited edition EDC gear that makes you feel like a secret agent who also happens to fix leaky faucets.
It's a screwdriver, Tiger, a very pretty, very German screwdriver.
It's a precision instrument, but fine. If you want practical, let's talk about the Red Sea. Milwaukee is basically giving away the store this month. I saw an M18 6-tool kit for 55% off.
See, that's dangerous. That's how people end up with 3 circular saws and no money for lumber. Why the fire sale?
It's the July 2026 cycle. They're clearing the decks for the fall releases. If you're a trade apprentice just starting out, or if your current drill sounds like a coffee grinder full of gravel, this is the window. The M18 inflators and hex drivers are /2. But, and this is a big but, you have to be careful about which church you're joining.
Meaning the battery platform?
Exactly. There's a video circulating right now, 6 power tool brands robbing you blind, and it's stirring up a hornet's nest. It maps out how these dozens of competing brands are actually just different colored outfits worn by 2 massive parent companies.
It's a bit of an illusion of choice, isn't it? You think you're being a rebel by switching brands, but you're just putting money in the same giant pocket.
It's like picking between different brands of bottled water that all come from the same tap. The real issue is the battery lock-in. Once you've got 5 batteries of one color, you're basically married to that corporation until death do you part, or until the chargers stop working. It's worth knowing who actually owns the tech before you sink $1,000 into a platform.
Speaking of careers and commitment, let's shift to the shop floor. You were reading that report on the automotive trade shortage. It's not just about the money anymore, is it?
No, and honestly, it shouldn't be. The industry's finally waking up to the fact that retention beats recruiting. I've seen so many brilliant kids walk away from being a mechanic because the onboarding was basically someone throwing a grease rag at them and pointing toward a bay.
It sounds like a management problem disguising itself as a labor shortage.
Bingo.
3 things are killing the trade right now. Bad management, people who treat techs like a SKU number. Then there's the tool tax. Expecting a kid making entry-level wages to drop $20,000 on a toolbox just to keep his job is a special kind of madness. And lastly, the bridge is broken. There's no clear path from I can change oil to I can rebuild a hybrid transmission.
So if you're a shop owner listening to this, what's the fix, besides just be nicer?
Treat your job description like a map, not a chore list. Show them where they'll be in 5 years. Offer a tool stipend. If you make someone feel like an investment, they'll treat your shop like an asset instead of a bus stop.
Let's pivot to something a little more maker-mogul. You've always been skeptical of the side hustle culture, but you're seeing some real money being made in functional aesthetics this year.
I'll admit, I used to roll my eyes at charcuterie boards. I thought, how many pieces of wood to hold cheese does the world actually need? Turns out, the answer is all of them.
But it's not just boards anymore. You mentioned noodle boards?
Yeah, stove covers. They're blowing up. It's about maximizing space in small kitchens. People want things that are batchable. Look, if you're trying to make a living in woodworking, you can't spend 80 hours on a hand-carved rocking chair and expect to pay the light bill. You need projects where you can optimize the process.
So the strategy is less masterpiece and more process?
It's about the hourly rate. If I can batch out 12 modular entryway organizers in a weekend because I've got my jigs dialed in, I'm making real money. The masterpiece gets people to your website, but the functional aesthetic, the tech docks, the floating shelves, that's what pays for the new bandsaw.
And the secret sauce to making those batches look expensive? Finishing. We should talk about the 2026 sanding secret.
Sanding is the purgatory of the woodworking world. Everyone wants to skip it. They want to jump from the saw to the oil in 5 minutes. But the secret to that buttery, I can't stop touching this finish isn't a magic chemical. It's a boring, disciplined sanding schedule.
I remember the first time I helped you. I thought grit was just a personality trait. You had me there for 3 hours.
And look at your hands now. Pure silk. In 2026, we've moved away from those plastic-feeling polyurethanes. The trend is hard wax oils. They are eco-friendly, they smell decent, and they are almost impossible to mess up. But, and here's the kicker, they highlight every single scratch you left behind at 80 grit. You have to earn that finish.
Speaking of finishes, what about the DIYers looking to refresh their whole house? You saw that linen gray trend coming a mile away?
It's the new neutral. It's warmer than the millennial gray of the 2010s, but cleaner than beige. If you're looking to add value to your home this weekend, don't hire a contractor to rip out the walls. Swap the cabinet doors, go with a linen gray. It's high impact, relatively low cost, and it doesn't require a permit from the city.
Just a lot of patience and maybe a laser level.
Definitely a laser level. Don't eyeball it. My eyes have been lying to me since 1990.
Before we wrap up, I want to talk about the vibe check. You were actually listening to something other than the screaming of a circular saw today.
Yeah, I've been digging these woodworking live sessions. It's just long form video of people working set to jazz and lo-fi. No talking, no, hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Just the sound of a chisel paring wood and some smooth bass. It's weirdly meditative. It helps the precision cuts feel less like a high-stakes surgery.
It slows the heart rate down, which is probably good for your caffeine levels.
Exactly.
So, Tiger, what's the big takeaway for the TigerDen family this Saturday?
I think it's this. Whether you're a pro in a bay or a weekend warrior in a garage, the tool isn't the thing you bought at the big box store. The tool is the system. It's the way you organize your shop, the way you respect the sanding process, and the way you value your own time. Don't just work harder, build a better path for yourself to walk on.
Well said. Now go put some ice on those forearms.
I'll see you in the shop, Alex.
Thanks for listening to the TigerDen Daily. Now get out there and build something that lasts.